Hey guys, welcome to a new video of Jorge Mero Speaks, the channel where I'll be documenting the whole process of my journey until I get to 10K per month. This is Jorge, and let's go straight in with today's topic. Well, actually, let's talk a bit about how life is going right now. Right now, I'm in like a transition moment where things will change right now, but I'm still not sure if they are really going to change or not. But this is maybe one of the most things that maybe we are most afraid of, like doing other stuff, new stuff, which is not always a bad move. It maybe it actually is a good way or a good head start that we could have in life, because it's like if we move somewhere else or if we start doing new things, it's like we're new or we renovate our energy and something like that. So yes, honestly, I trust this whole process. I just know that things will change and I have to get used to those new stuff. Maybe it's not how I want it to be at the moment, but I know things will change. And if God puts all these things to happen and all these movements, all these changes, everything that is going to happen from now on, it's going to be from God's will. And that's not bad. So, we personally, I take it and I receive it with all my hands wide open. And yes, God prepare me for all and every kind of things, better things that's gonna happen from now on in the near future. That's something that I always try to keep in mind, that everything that's gone, even though it's good or bad, everything that happens, I am truly faithful that God's puts it in my way so that I could learn and I could basically get something from it. And I think that's the main reason why God puts every obstacle, we could say, or um every like tests or so in our lives, so that we could learn from it. We could take the good and something bad, which not always is a bad thing. But yes, everything happens for a reason. That's one of the things that I really remind always, and some of them that I try to remember as well. So now let's get straight with the lesson today. So here on my notes, I have how to get stuff done and procrastinate less. And this is something that I was thinking like 3 hours ago or so when I was doing my white session, with which is what we're going to talk about later. So yes, sometimes when we're in this beginning entrepreneurial journey, I know it's hard and it's really tough when you've done or you were used to doing other stuff, and when you lose a lot of concentration in what you're doing, you lose focus. That's something that is pretty hard to control at the beginning of this journey, and it's really has been hard for me because I literally get distracted by anything. But now I've been controlling this in the past 3 4 months, and honestly, it has made me focus more and concentrate more and basically finish more of my work that I have for the day done in even less time. Things that it would take like 4, 5, 6, 7 hours now would take 2 or 3 hours, which is great. One of those examples that I clearly have is when I recorded videos. Those videos, I remember that one time we were recording and editing a video that was about 15 minutes or so. I took time, all the time that it took to edit and record, it was like 1 week. Yes, that's crazy. One whole week to just edit. And honestly, it wasn't that professional edit that we could call. No, it was just basic editing, like trim, and then mixing things up and adding a background music, editing colors, which is pretty basic editing, in my opinion, honestly. So yes, so what things did I do to get better at focusing and get better concentrating? One of the things that I practiced and that really work is the Pomodoro technique. I don't know if you guys have heard it or if it has another name in English, but that's the name in Spanish. So this basically means that you put a timer in your phone. There's also apps dedicated to that. But if you don't want to download any app, just put the timer in your phone. You set it up for 30 minutes, which in those 30 minutes you're gonna concentrate like the most you can. You let the phone decide with the timer there turned on, and you forget about that phone. Then you just concentrate on whatever you have to do, and I promise you that it will get more focus for you, and it will honestly make you do things in less time. And once you're done with those 30 minutes, you put another timer, which is about 5 to 10 minutes. I usually do 5 because I get bored without doing stuff. Right now at this moment, I'm like pretty workaholic, and maybe I'm obsessed with this right now. And even those 5 minutes when I have to rest, like I go for a walk around the house and I breathe, drink a bit of water or so, and then once those 5 minutes are done, I put again the timer, but once again for 30 minutes, and those 30 minutes are gonna be for deep focus work. And you could repeat the same process 4 or 5 times if you want, and then you have to take a longer break, which would be half an hour or an hour, and then get back to work. This is one of the most successful techniques that have worked for me, and yes, it has really made me do stuff in less time and focus more on what I am supposed to do and not distracted by using the phone or drinking some water or so. Because think about this: when you go and get up from what you're doing, you go to, I don't know, to your kitchen or somewhere where you have your water. You go, meanwhile, it takes you like a minute or two, and then you just focus. And this is really important when you want to finish something fast because you lose track on what you're doing. So, what I could tell you is that you fill a glass of water and have it there by your sides. And that could really work out because in the all the way when you go get water, you see your phone, you see the window, and you get distracted by that. So that's really something to keep in mind. So that's why we don't even get up to drink water. We use those 5 minutes to go walk, watch videos and open TikTok, Instagram, or something, whatever we want. But those 5 minutes are for literally take a break from what we're doing. And yep, that's the first technique. The second technique that I had personally tried is to doing the hard things first. And you might have heard it before, but this actually works. Because I remember I kind of hated to go to the gym. And honestly, right now I'm not in that position because I had a nose surgery like 3 weeks ago, and I can't do non-physical exercises for like 40 days or so. And usually before, I used to, like I said before, I used to hate going to the gym, which right now I'm actually missing it. I'm actually missing going and lifting weights and some of that stuff. But yes, since I hated that, I did that at the first time when I woke up. I used to brush my teeth, take a glass of water. So that's really important. One every day you wake up, drink a glass of water because that's gonna activate your body or something like that. I read, but it helps me. And I went straight to do exercise or go to the gym, which then made me like feel like accomplished by doing that. And I knew behind myself, in my subconscious mind, that I had done something that I didn't wanted to do, but I had accomplished that, and my body and my brain felt better as it was before because we got one check mark out, one thing out of the day. And starting with that, it's pretty good because it also helps your body and it activates you. Well, in my case, it does. Usually, most people um get back and start and get sleepy and sleep 3 hours after the gym. But honestly, that's not very useful or very helpful. So yeah, do the hard things and the things that you don't want to do first. Then you make a list. Wait, I was forgetting about that. That each day you have to have a planning or have the day planned. Not exactly by time frames, but mainly with your task for the day from the most um, hard for you to do to the one that excites you more or the one that you most like. Which in this order from doing the most hard thing to going to the thing you like will get you with everything done for the day because you'll end with something you really appreciate and like, and that will help you feel even more accomplished once you've done all those hard stuff, um, medium, medium stuff, and the things you love. Now, let's talk a bit about the weight session. So, I'll get tomorrow with that, but this is called a clarity session, just that I changed the name, not for my personal own. I already talked that it was created, I guess, by an Argentinian entrepreneur. But I took this idea because it really seemed interesting, and honestly, it's pretty good. So yeah, tomorrow we'll talk about that, and please, please, please keep this in mind. Keep all this information. Remember that these are lessons that already have worked for me. You guys could try it by your own and see if they work or not, and if not, try another technique or so. And that's how things really work, by try and failure. And yep, that's it. Now, as always, let's end with a thoughtful message. And it goes like this: it's never too late to start working for your goals. And this is True. You know, maybe when we're old, we think that when we get older, we think that it's too late because we see other people, like actually in the modern era, Gen Z as we know it, we could just go in Instagram and we see all those people who are already successful. And but maybe it's not like that. Maybe they're not already successful, but make it look like they're. So that's when you get tired and avoid doing those things that you might want to fight and work for, those goals. You might just like give up and think like it's already too late. Everyone's successful besides me. And that's not true. You could always start. The important thing is that you start working on those goals as soon as possible. And no, it's not too late. It actually never is too late. You just have to have the motivation and dedication and also the discipline to start and take action each day. And yes, you can take a break, but it's maximum 1 day break, 1 day off. And then you keep working, even on the weekends. Right now, I usually keep learning and keep active with my businesses that I'm creating. I always keep working, even though it's weekends. And yes, sometimes I might go on a trip or something like that, but I still have my phone. I still have things recorded here in the brain, which are going to help me each day to get to those 10K per month. So that's today's lesson. And remember, it's not too late to start working for your goals. And as always, remember you are the only one capable of making those goals come true. See you tomorrow with a new lesson. And don't forget to subscribe and like and follow this journey until I get to the 10K per month mark. See you next one.